headed northbound into the short road.
Green level garage. Anyway, we can just stay unlocked. You guys are coming and can't get in here.
I can on the rear, on the exterior, and on the interior. The exit one won't work without both sides being unlocked, similar to the south on the north.
Okay.
What they did, there was a problem. They take care of it on the drivers, so they sent photos out, so focus on that. So we can address it for access. This that's what happened. I've worked with those guys. I understand what you're saying. It's like you need to be ready when you go to a car or you're doing something. And then, like, as an example, is it an instance where you're just so conditioned to be just so ready and that's what it is? And I don't know much about that. Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So there were initial interaction, they took the cop car to
outside of the store where they got the call from initially. And then we're not exactly sure what, and it was like a very peaceful interaction. And then not exactly sure what happened between that and the footage.
That's what I mean. Like, I'm sure he was doing the regular things, but what do you think it is that, like, when something like that happens and you're telling me it's a whole different world, and I agree and I believe you, and because you know and I don't, but how do you make that next step to doing something that drastic?
How does it get to that? The whole goal is to de-escalate.
Because I understand if you're in the city, it's different, and you've got to be prepared and you've got to be ready. But he was too ready.
Well, the way we're trained is you deal with the aggression, stop the aggression. As soon as you stop it, you're done. Okay? And usually, someone's resisting. As soon as you get them secure, they're swinging at you, get them handcuffed, take the hands off.
And he followed all those steps, but then he just took that one step. Like, what is it that made him take that one step?
I think there's a lot to be discovered yet about that case that none of us know. And I don't know what it's going to show. My son and I had this conversation. He saw it. I saw this happen. 5 or 10 years.
I agree with that, but the man was on the ground in handcuffs.
Right, but I haven't seen the video, and I have not from the office.
But I think the point is, regardless of what happened, to have someone in handcuffs down like that, and then like
they did everything you said that they're supposed to do, and he is detained, and everybody, all the police officers are safe, everybody's safe, and then it's just that one step that cost him his life.
Basically, like situation, you're on the ground, okay? Come in from their head, say that, he's
and you guys know, that's why we want to have this conversation. You know, and that seems like the safe way for everybody, and that's the way it should be done. And I believe you when you tell me that. The reason we're all out here is so you were a good police officer, and then you killed him. And like, you did everything you had to do, everything was safe and secure, and then he died. And we're all trying to figure out what is that thing that you did all of that, but then you killed him.
I don't think we can know that, right? Like, I think that's a fact-specific inquiry that they're going to have to conduct during the problem.
No,
to figure that out.
I agree, but also, I mean,
it's also like
it happens.
Yeah, it's also speaking to the trend of
that's kind of thing. So that's why I asked you, not for this specific case. Obviously, that's why we're all out here, because it happened again. But regularly, you guys do a really good job, and you do what you're supposed to do, and then one guy goes one step too far. And that's what we're trying to figure out.
We would absolutely, like, you have thousands of other cases and like interactions that you deal with on a daily basis,
and you help us, and you protect us, and
it's the use of extreme aggression, specifically towards black men. And I mean, that video, it wasn't the base of his neck, it was right on the top of his neck, and it was for 9 minutes.
I've seen it on the news, but I haven't critiqued it.
Yeah, and it was for 9 minutes.
There's still 3 other officers that are also
absolutely. Absolutely.
We're not trying to ask you to dissect what happened first. We're just trying to ask you. You guys all are talking to us. You're doing a really good job of protecting us, keeping us safe, keeping all of this safe.
It was way different yesterday. It was way different yesterday.
Process.
Yeah.
So like, you all have this experience of doing your job right and protecting people and doing the right thing. How do you go from you guys to a guy murdering somebody in the streets?
We can only speculate at this point. That happens in every generation.
I understand that. I also feel like this is, and no disrespect at all, but I feel like this is a profession that, you know, we should do more to make sure that there isn't bad apples. With American Airlines, is flying planes, we can't just say, oh yeah, well sometimes our pilots land flights, you know?
Also,
it's just not one of those things that we can really have.
So I know they have records of complaints against police officers who use aggressive tactics or whatever. Is that record like available to the public? Like, is there a way, basically? So I live in a neighborhood that is mostly black. If someone is patrolling my neighborhood, I would like to know who they are. You know, I can't just
But also,
I mean, it'll
these
be
guys
great.
don't patrol neighborhoods.
True. And but still, like, if we have, it'll be great to have access to those records, right? And to know that, hey, here's the whole tree, and here's the suspect apple, right?
I assume you're talking about Columbus.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, Columbus anywhere else, yeah.
I mean, I can't speak to the way they maintain their records. Or what you'd have to deal with them on that and see if what's available and so forth. But yeah, every agency has its own policy.
For sure.
To some degree, I believe that's guided by law, depending on the state.
I have a question.
Okay.
So I'll give you a scenario. You and your colleague, you stop somebody, and in the heat of the moment, we're human beings.
I'm getting ready to leave. I appreciate you guys. I thank you.
Thank you,
for what
sir.
you do.
Take care.
I wish there were more people like you guys.
You guys are officers. I understand that. Total respect. You know, in the heat of the moment, sometimes things can get out of hand. If you have the courage to stop your fellow officer if he's going out of the rules.
If he's doing something wrong.
He's doing something wrong. Because in the situation of George Floyd, you saw that the people were pleading with the that one officer that was standing around. If he moved and stopped, the officer, or even tapped him, because they're friends, they're colleagues.
Right.
If he told them, hey, get off of him, he might have lived. But would you have that courage to stop? I'm just giving you guys a scenario. Okay? Would you stop him if he was in a situation like that, and you noticed that things were getting out of control, and that he might end up killing that person? Would you?
I can, correct me if I'm wrong, but I can confidently say that I would. I have not ever been in that situation where I've had to, but I'm convinced all these guys are. Because that's the way we're taught.
I think one of the bigger questions is and it's to a reason as to why we're all here today, is how can we get that consistency throughout the nation, essentially? Because, it's great that we're here now, and we don't necessarily have to worry about it all the time in Columbus, and you guys came in as state troopers, but at the end of the day, black people don't just live here. It's nationwide, and we're seeing these literally throughout the entire nation. But we understand that, the process in which you guys go through as far as training and different things that you go through is completely different based on the precinct or the area that you're in. We just want to figure out how we can get that consistency to make sure that this isn't a reoccurring thing all the time. It's been, we were talking about it earlier, it's been 30 years since Rodney King happened. And now we're still here doing something similar. And sure, Thursday it got way out of hand where, the State House started to get demolished and things to that extent. But it's still 30 years since that happened, and 80 years since Martin Luther King was marching. And we're still going through the exact same things. Granted, things have changed slightly, but when you look at the overarching theme, it's only adjusted and kind of maneuvered to fit the nation that we live in. It hasn't really been modified, it's just kind of adjusted to the times. So we just really want to figure out how there's a way that we can all come together, us as well as the police officers and whoever else is necessary, but to really get to a point where we can all live comfortably without worrying about going home and getting a call that somebody that we're close to is dying at the hands of a police officer.
Amen.
Chime in if you guys want to. I think step one is this.
Talking.
I think this is great.
But what do we after this? So,
unfortunately, that doesn't solve the whole problem.
It sucks because, out here, there's youthful energy, we're all protesting and all that. And then what happens? You know, like,
So I got a question.
Can we do a better job of organizing and mobilizing
the
actually
whole
towards
act,
something
right? It was a group
that will
of
actually
black people,
bring
whoever,
legislative
there was people watching. What if they would have started throwing rocks at the cops? Would y'all have agreed? Because guess what? I throw rocks at the cops. The guy is alive because he has to get up. So would y'all agree on the fact that the community should have did something and maybe threw some water bottles or did something to cause that police officer to get off George's, or yeah, I'm on the time. George, that was Rose's parade.
I don't know what the answer is.
De-escalate the situation.
Offering advice to commit a felony is not the way to go.
Even to save a life,
But it's also going to escalate things.
When you experience racism within your ranks, when you see other police officers saying racist things and being racist, I'm not saying that you're a racist, but when you see it within your ranks, it's up to you to purge it. Those people drug you into this situation because of their actions. And if you won't purge it from the ranks, then all of you are just as culpable.
And it goes back to why are none of you here with us? Because like in Marion, the police are walking with their people.
Yeah, I saw a lot of I think that's what's going to change. Once y'all take a knee and say, I'm with y'all. It's still going to be the bad cops, but as long as one of y'all, some leader step up and say, I am with y'all.
That goes a long way to show that there are police force within our city that stands with us. Right now, you guys are just against us. But none of you are holding signs, marching with us. None of you are doing that like the rest of the country.
Shaking hands.
They are
Well, you can't shake hands.
demonstrating what those people did are wrong. And that's what we're asking you to do, is stand with us.
We are.
But none of you are with us.
No, it's not one. Individually, it's not.
Columbus has become a military.
One, I don't live in Columbus. I don't work in the Columbus area.
Right.
Yeah,
but you saw what happened to us yesterday from sitting on the street.
I wasn't here.
He wasn't here yesterday.
But somebody was here. A close there being tear gassed.
I can't speak to that. Again,
You saw the news, sir.
We had
saw
conversation.
I watched the news about the looting and rioting and hurting people and damaging things. Business owners trying to defend businesses being it's infuriating.
And I feel like if the police officers standing with us,
That's a great question. But it's not like this is just a random question.
I got 30 plus years.
It's a very solid question.
Enforcing the law.
correct.
Okay? Protecting the underdog, stopping the bullies.
What they did is against the law.
Okay? I agree. Oh, no, I'm not talking about this. I don't know what happened here. I can't speak.
No, I'm talking about what happened in Minnesota is against the law. So the police force demonstrating their support for the civilians of the United States can go a long way with peaceful
They're doing that
protesting.
in Minnesota?
Yes. There are police officers in Minnesota holding signs, walking with protesters. I mean, it's happening all over the state of Ohio. It doesn't matter Minnesota, but I mean,
They get these whole signs to calm the peace down and go right back and do
That's all we're asking. Just help us.
Here's a question that I have for you guys. When you have people who are coming saying, "Hey, we want to be part of the force," do they actually know the history of like the militarization of police officers against neighborhoods in the U.S.? Because like we're out here, we're protesting, we're chanting. What you have to recognize is that under all of that is like years and years of pain and hurt and suffering. You know, like we don't want to be here. You know, like we're not doing this just for the hell of it. I think it's important that police officers also, like, there's a history there, right? Historically, the United States government has used the police officers to do their dirty deed, right? A law gets passed down, the spending budget gets expanded, 3 strikes and you're out. Like, you guys are the ones in charge of that. Like, you didn't pass the law, but you have to enforce it.
Enforce the laws that are on the books. Yeah.
And it's absolutely crucial, in my opinion, for every police officer to be very acutely aware of the history And like, so when I say like, hey, I live in a black neighborhood, who's driving around? Like, who's policing my neighborhood? Do they know that like, yo, I'm scared to leave my house? And I don't think that's right. Like, nobody should be, we're here, you guys are supposed to be protecting. Serve and protect, right? I don't feel protected.
Can I tell my story for a minute? I have a testimony. My name is Talia. Okay? I am 19 years old, going on 20 years old. I am a Wilberforce University student. I've been going there since I was 17 years old. Okay? My brother, innocent man, named Niall. He also went to Wilberforce University. He was a bio major, okay? This day today of last year, he was shot and killed by a police officer for absolutely no reason. He's never had a case. He's never been in any type of trouble with the cop, not even a single ticket, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? This has been going on in my life since I started to walk. I know more people who died in the hands of a cop than I know who died of old age, heart disease, anything like that. You see where the issue is? And then y'all expect us to come to y'all and trust us, but I know more people who's died at the hands of you guys than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Do you see where the issue lies? So with that being said, it has to start with y'all. There should be no reason why we have to fear our lives every single day to come outside not knowing if we're gonna make it home to our families or not. I was lucky enough to be born in a parent household with my father and my mother. Okay? They old as hell. They've been together for 20, 30 years, right? They old as hell. They taught me how to hold myself high. They taught me how to speak up when nobody else would speak, right? So that's what I'm here doing. I respect the police, I respect y'all, but a lot of y'all out here killing us, right? A lot of y'all out here killing us.
And as much as
as much as I want to be able to come to y'all, I love y'all and I fucking hate y'all at the same time.
That's real.
Because of what y'all did to me, to my family, to my family's family. I'm scared to have my kids in this world because I don't know whether or not my son is gonna make it home to me. I have a nephew at home. He is 9 months old. I am terrified of this world he's gonna come and live in. Sir, can you listen? Wait, I see you, sir with the cowboy hat. I hear you talking. Can you give me 1 second? Because I want everybody to hear this. I want you to hear this too, sir. Because I want everybody to know we not out here for no reason, and I get it. It's crazy. Nobody likes, we don't fucking like to riot. Nobody likes to riot. But we've been peaceful this whole fucking time. Martin Luther King's been peaceful. Malcolm X has been peaceful. How many times are we gonna have to be peaceful for y'all to understand that shit's not getting done? You feel me? I understand y'all doing your job, but it's like, god damn, I'm tired of seeing people that look like me dead for no reason. I'm tired of it. I'm sick, and I'm tired of being sick and tired of this bullshit. This shit get old, yo. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Listen, and don't think that we don't understand, because we know that behind every badge, we know that some of y'all took this oath to serve and protect, and you took it to heart, because behind every shield is a heart. But you know that that badge does not protect you from the real truth, which is racism and hatred is wrong. So regardless of the oath you took, there's another human oath that you have to take as well, which is to love your neighbor as yourself. And none of you would want any of you to be ostracized, picked on, hunted down, killed, had some of your knee on your neck for 8 minutes. None of you would choose that for any of you. So that's all we're asking. We know that you're human. Behind every badge, there's a heart. So please, we're not asking you to play the tough road. You can do like some other cities did, Whitehall, Bexley, Reynoldsburg. Police led the protests. They escorted them safely in their community because they led the protests. We didn't ask for it. This is all of us. This is the racism you have to deal with. Police know that we know we got problems. We know we have issues of race right here in the city of Columbus with the Federal Order of Police. But we're going to do it together. You have a heart. Use it. That's all I'm saying. I'm out.
We're sitting here talking to the police, man, and what we need to be doing is calling the people that are in charge and have their asses down here. Like these guys, they're not gonna change no laws, but there's people in that fucking building right there, they can change the laws. These guys, they got a job to do. They got a job to do just like the fuck we do every day, and I can't call them to the floor for doing their job, but I can call those dudes up there to the floor for not doing their job. The laws need to get changed, and these ain't the guys that's gonna do it. I'm not the guy that's gonna do it, but somebody, some coward, some fucking coward up there needs to come down here and tell us what the fuck is up. We gotta change this right now.
It starts right here.
Call them down, man. Call them down. Make them come down here.